This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Stanley Lord. In this week's broadcast, Men Empowered for God at Conference and Health Ministries focus on diabetes awareness. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. The weekend of November 15th to the 16th was enriching for the men in the South Bahamas Conference as they gathered at Super Club Breezes for the annual men's conference under the theme, Empowered by God. Conference President, Pastor Kenny DeVoe, reminded the men of the importance of coming together at such conferences as men in Christ.
And it is wonderful to know that when we come together as men, we come together for a unique purpose. And that purpose is to get in touch with God. We're not just here to have fun, like he said, but to be empowered by Christ. And the only way that we can be empowered by Christ is to be in a personal, devoted relationship with Jesus Christ.
At the conference, the attendees engaged in sessions by various presenters. Elder David Williams shared the importance of financial freedom. Andrew McFall provided spiritual context for generational wealth. Carl Kemp shared his testimony on Adventism in the workplace, and Conference Youth Director, Pastor Manasseh Sims, mentored the boys and young men who attended the conference. The health presentation for the weekend was brought by Dr. Alpheus Alec, who presented on various health issues that affect men globally and encouraged the men to make healthy decisions for God's glory.
Know and check your body, all right? Commit to exercise. Boost your diet with fruits and vegetables. Cut back on the carbs, sugar, and animal foods. Snack healthy. And we have to understand, again, this is the temple that the Lord has gifted us with. We got to be responsible with it, all right? And faith. Faith is not blind. Faith is an active process. It's a process of doing.
Pastor Peter Joseph of the Berea Church provided insight into understanding one's spiritual health. He explained the importance of walking in faith, knowing that God has already won the victory.
God will not be defeated by Satan in the battle for our salvation. We've got to understand that. God will never be defeated when it comes to our salvation. He's not going to be defeated. He's fighting for my salvation, and he will win.
The speaker for the weekend, Pastor Wilson Isnod, delivered powerful sermons at the conference, which left those in attendance spiritually motivated to get closer to God.
God has a way of allowing our best efforts as men to fail so that we can acknowledge him as the one who is in charge, not us. You know, every now and then we have to step back and throw ourselves aside to allow God to be who he said that he is. Sometimes we try to keep things together, hoping that things will get better. But let me tell you something. In these last and final moments of earth history, if a man does not have God, there is absolutely nothing you can keep together.
The conference continued with other special features, including testimonies, panel discussions, and an awards segment recognizing men in the conference who have spent their lives in service for Christ and others. Overall, the conference allowed the men to rejuvenate themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually, and most importantly, they left empowered by God. Every year on November 14th, World Diabetes Day is observed to raise awareness about diabetes' impact on global health. In recognition of this day, the South Bahamas Conference's Health Ministries Department, in collaboration with the Adventist Health Professionals Association, or AHPA, Adventist Layman Services and Industries, ASI, and the Ministry of Health and Wellness organized a health expo focused on health education and lifestyle changes. The Health Expo was held at the Living Faith Seventh-day Adventist Church on November 10th and featured the 8 natural laws of health. In her greetings, the president of the Bahamas Diabetes Association and the Bahamas Association of Diabetes Education, Lydiana Raming, reminded those present of the high risk of diabetes here in the country and encouraged individuals to make healthy lifestyle changes.
We already have all the risk factors. You know we are at risk. The color of our skin, obesity in our country, the fact that we know about NCDs, hypertension. If you got hypertension, high cholesterol, cancer, lupus, whatever, arthritis and all. Yes. Everything, if you have a condition, a non-communicable condition, you are at risk. If you have relatives with it, okay? We all have to grow towards wellness. And I want to speak to parents too. Listen, train up the child in the way it should go. Even train up the child in the way they should eat so they can grow, because God promises long life.
The expo also provided on-site health screenings for blood glucose levels, pressure, body mass index, as well as a podiatry examination courtesy of Dr. Monique Mitchell of Family Foot Center. These screenings can help identify individuals who may be at risk for diabetes or those who need further evaluation, allowing for early intervention. The booths also provided physical, mental, and spiritual education resources. The expo concluded with a cooking demonstration and a tasting of vegan dishes that are easy and affordable to make. The organizers of the Health Expo expressed their appreciation to all those who came out and participated in this Health Expo as they continue to promote healthy living. And here's news from Bahamas Academy. On November 5th, the Bahamas Association of Independent Secondary Schools, or BAISS, held its annual Thanksgiving service at St. Francis Xavier Cathedral under the theme, Give Thanks with a Grateful Heart. Our head girl, Danasha Perrin, and our head boy, Elroy Bryan, were honored for their contribution to student leadership. During the service, Pastoral Associate of St. Francis Xavier Cathedral, Priest Derevo King, reminded the students of the importance of being thankful. We encourage all of our student leaders to continue being an example to their fellow students and make an indelible mark while at Bahamas Academy. In the first round of BISS Debate Series, Bahamas Academy defeated Lyford Key International School. The moot, AI should be allowed in schools, was debated by Huline Forbes, Joel Kodavati, and Orion Dean. Huline Forbes won the Best Overall Speaker. The debate team is excited to progress to the National Debate Series. During Creation Sabbath, representatives from the iconic class of 2025 visited the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church, where the sermon was delivered by Elder Earl Thomas on the topic False Start. During the service, members of the class made a special presentation to the Senior Citizens Ministry. This presentation was made to show an appreciation to the senior citizens for their contributions to society. As the future leaders of society, it is the goal of our students to continue to build on the legacy of our seniors by making a valuable contribution to society. When we come back, we will have more on what's coming up in the South Bahamas Conference.
In a world that sometimes feels too big and too busy, there are bright lights that shine through, lights that are fueled by compassion and kindness.
This Children's Day on November 23rd, 2024, we the Compassion Champions within the South Bahamas Conference, so small and size, are being asked to be heroes of kindness and care.
A light in the city. It's not just a celebration, but a recognition of the incredible impact children and adolescents can have when they lead with compassion. Do you want to know how I like to help? I love to reach the children in my community.
I like to share my toys. Together with big hearts overflowing with love, we can inspire and ignite a chain reaction of goodness that spreads throughout the South Bahamas Conference.
This Champs Day, let's celebrate the light our compassionate champions will bring to their communities, their homes, schools, churches, and the city.
Making a difference across the country will lead to remarkable efforts and positive change. By working together, we can spread kindness to every corner of our nation.
Together, let's light up the city as compassionate champions.
Welcome back to Adventist News. And coming up in the South Bahamas Conference, come and enjoy a weekend of memories in Bahamas Academy style. The Alumni Weekend will be held from November 22nd through the 24th, 2024 featuring the class of 2004. The Children and Adolescent Ministries Cham Day will be held on November 23rd, where the children will go out into their communities, conducting various mission projects of compassion. Cham Day will conclude with a concert and rally beginning at 4 p.m. The South Bahamas Conference Health Ministries Department will hold a Hearts training on November 24th, beginning at 10 a.m. at the Philadelphia Church. The training will be conducted by the CNCD unit of Ministry of Health and Wellness. The Atlantic Caribbean Union will host a special symposium on November 24, 2024 at 7 p.m. at the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church. Representatives from the 4 fields will be present. All members in the South Bahamas Conference are invited to attend. All are invited to attend the Philadelphia Seventh-day Adventist Church on November 30th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. as the Friends of Michael Shea present Great and Mighty is Our Lord God Gospel Concert. It promises to be a night of fun, blessings, and high praises. A love offering will be lifted to aid in Michael Shea's medical expenses. The Inspirational Choir, under the direction of Ralph Brohl, will host this 2024 live concert recording under the theme He Heard My Prayer on December 1st at 5 p.m. at the Living Faith Seventh-day Adventist Church. The concert will feature Pastor Peter Joseph along with musical favorites such as God on the Mountain and Through It All. Come and be blessed. The South Bahamas Conference Music Ministries presents a festival of carols, an evening of Christmas carols to honor the birth of Jesus on Sabbath, December 7th, 2024 at the Hillview Church. All are invited to attend. Feel free to visit the South Bahamas Conference website at southbahamasconference.org to receive more information on all of our upcoming conference events. There you can also view a rebroadcast of our Adventist News Update, along with other local programming from our cable channel ATV658, read the weekly logos, as well as the Adventist page from the Nassau Guardian.
We all need a balance of protein, fat, carbohydrates, fiber, vitamins, and minerals in our diets to sustain a healthy body. So get healthy and select the healthiest options from the following categories. Protein. Protein gives you the energy to get up and go and keep going, while also supporting mood and cognitive function. Too much protein can be harmful to people with kidney disease, but the latest research suggests that many of us need more high-quality protein, especially as we age. Protein is not only found in animal products, but there are a variety of plant-based like chickpeas, lentils, and tofu. Fat. Not all fat is the same. While bad fats can wreck your diet and increase your risk of certain diseases, good fats protect your brain and heart. Healthy fats such as omega-3s are vital to your physical and emotional health. Including more healthy fat in your diet can help improve your mood, boost your well-being, and even trim your waistline. Carbohydrates are one of your body's main sources of energy. They should be derived from complex, unrefined carbs like vegetables, whole grains, fruit, rather than sugars and refined carbs. Cutting back on white bread, pastries, starches, and sugars would prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar, fluctuations in mood and energy, and a buildup of fat, especially around your waistline. Fiber. Eating foods high in dietary fiber like grains, fruit, vegetables, nuts, and beans can help you stay regular and lower your risk for heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. It can also improve your skin and even help you to lose weight. Calcium. Not getting enough calcium in your diet can contribute to anxiety, depression, sleep difficulties, as well as osteoporosis. Whatever your age or gender, it's vital to include calcium-rich foods in your diet. Limit those that deplete calcium, and get enough magnesium and vitamins D and K to help calcium do its job. Use these tips and eat healthy today. This has been your Health Tips, courtesy of Adventist Television, and remember, God wants us to prosper and be in good health.
Let's go now to the Adventist News Network with our news feature from around the world.
In the heart of the Amazon rainforest in Brazil, volunteers from the Seventh-day Adventist Church are transforming the lives of Riverside residents and bringing hope to a community facing numerous challenges in one of the most remote areas of the country.
On the banks of the Rio Cuieiras, deep within the Amazon, lies Nova Cania, a riverside settlement with around 40 families. Located approximately 10 hours from Manaus and only accessible by boat, the community faces the isolation of the forest and a lack of basic services, making daily life challenging both for those who live there and those who choose to serve. Since July 2023, volunteers from the east and north regions of São Paulo, in partnership with the Northwest Missions Institute, have been bringing not only faith, but also practical support to the residents. The construction of a mission house and a center of influence provides a place of shelter for missionaries and a space for spiritual and social gatherings. Adventist church leaders emphasize that the goal is more than just building physical structures. It is about building lives and leaving a legacy of faith and hope in anticipation of Jesus' return for a community over 3,000 kilometers away from where the volunteers live. During the first week of evangelism, 13 people were baptized, including 8 on a single Saturday, while another 16 continue studying the Bible. With the missionaries' support, the community has also begun constructing a community restaurant to generate income. Village leaders expressed their gratitude, highlighting that the Adventist Church's actions have provided much-needed relief, addressing many of the difficulties they faced thanks to the volunteers' efforts. Pastors emphasize that the mission is not limited to construction, but represents the strength of the gospel even in the depths of the forest.
Well, that's it for our Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. To share what is happening at your church, please email your news stories and upcoming events to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com. To view a rebroadcast of the Adventist news along with other programming and to keep in touch with what's happening in our conference, please visit our website at southbahamasconference.org. The SBC Media Network's Facebook and Instagram pages are filled with lots of material from the Communications Department, so you'd want to check those out. And remember to subscribe, to like, follow, and share. You can watch and listen to programs from our radio station, Word SBC 88.3 FM, and our Adventist television channel, ATV658, to get updates, insights, and first-hand information from the SBC Media Network as it happens. The programming from ATV658 can also be viewed on the South Bahamas Conference YouTube channel, so feel free to watch a recap of our Adventist news there. On behalf of our production team, it was our pleasure to bring you tonight's news update. I'm Stanley Fullord for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.